Welcome to another episode of Cunningham Happenings, where the students tell you the happenings here in Cunningham. Here with me, as usual, is Mr. Moore.
Thanks, Mrs. Tripp. Let's get this show rolling.
We have four very excited students who are ready to report out on the exciting things they've been learning in their classes. Let's head over to Grace for a report out on language arts.
Thank you, Mrs. Tripp. For language arts, we are working on our personal narratives. A personal narrative is a story that is about yourself or the author, depending on how you view it. We are also asking other people for advice on our stories. Last Friday, Mr. Avery came into class and helped us with our personal narratives. We went to see A Christmas Carol in December and have done some work with the story. We go to the library every other Thursday. Back to you, Eddie.
Thank you, Grace. We are now going to head over to Lily for a report on math.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. For math, we just finished our long division unit, and now I'll show you an example for a long division problem. So first, you're going to ask yourself, how many times can 7 go into 28, and that's 4. So you're going to put the 4 up there, and then 7 times 4 is 28. That's 0. And then you're going to bring down the 1. And then 7, you're going to ask yourself, can 7 go into 1? And it can't, so you're going to put a 0. And then 7 times 0 is 0. And then you're going to bring down the 1. And then you're going to put decimal point. Actually, you're going to have to bring down the 0. Okay. And then you're going to ask yourself, how many times can 7 go into 10? And that's 1s. So you're going to put the 1 up there. And then 7 times 1 is 7. Oh, wait. What? Okay. And then 3. And then you're going to bring down the other 0. That's 30. And next 7 can go into 30 4 times. And then that's 28. And then you're going to cross out that, put the 2. And then 10 minus 8 is 2. And that is your answer. So we only go to decimal. We only put 2 zeros because in 6th grade the expectation is just to add 2 zeros. So you don't have to go out farther. We are going to be working on decimals earlier in this year in math. We got to make our own amusement park, and it was really fun because we got to come up with a name. My park's name was Dancing World, and then we got to name the rides. We also got to pair up with a partner and make our own Kahoots. We even got to share them with the class. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Lily. Let's head over to Massimo for a report on science.
Thank you, Mrs. Tripp. In science, we started off working on moon phases, and after that we were working on the fossil record and Pangea. Pangea is a massive supercontinent that is separated over the years to form the continents and countries today now. Now we are starting to work on the rock cycle and the forces that make our planet move and cause exciting things like volcanoes and earthquakes. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Massimo. Let's see what Dylan has to report from social studies.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. There is a geography bee going on. Miss Klin found out our Cunningham winners. Right now, we are working on a South America map. We also split into groups by picking a card, and if that card is matching to someone else's card, you are in that group. These are called our countries. You get to pick the name of your city or state. For example, my group made a Lake of Secrets. We are also learning about 5 themes. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Dylan. We're introducing a new segment where one of our students interviews one of our administrators. These questions are completely student-generated. which offers our students the unique opportunity to get to know our administrators in a new way. Let's take a look at what they have to say in Ask the Admins.
Gentlemen, introduce yourselves.
Sure. My name is Mr. Harris, and I am the principal of Bonnie Eagle Middle School.
I am Lowell Oyster, one of the 2 assistant principals at this school.
Okay. Today I will be asking you to same questions about basically 3 different things.
All right.
The first question is, what is your favorite part about your job?
The favorite part for me about my job is all the people I get to meet, from students, parents, community leaders. I like people, and getting to meet people and helping them is my favorite part.
Okay.
Well, I think this became my favorite part today, being on TV. This is awesome. Okay, up until this moment, it's just getting out and seeing all the cool things that happen in our building, helping kids out, helping teachers out, seeing kids smile and getting work done.
Okay, and next, what is one interesting fact about you that you'd like to share with the viewers?
Go ahead, Mr. Oyster.
Interesting fact about me. I don't know if this is that interesting, but different from Mr. Harris. This is the only school building I've worked in now for 12 years as a teacher and now as assistant principal.
For me, I have lots of interesting facts that probably don't amount to a whole lot. But I think it's good for people to know that when I'm not at school, I have 3 daughters and a life outside of school that includes a lot of volunteering in my community, including working on the ambulance and the fire department.
Okay. And the last question, what is one special talent you have?
Ooh, a talent. Mr. Oyster?
Well, talents, that could encompass many things.
Sure.
I'm a pretty mean juggler. Did you know that?
I did not know that, Mr. Oyster.
I'll show you guys sometime.
All right. My talents are not so much. I think I'm talented in being able to strategize card games.
What kind of card games?
There's this new one that we've been playing at our house recently called Sleeping Queens, and it is pretty awesome. Or Uno. I was once known as an Uno god. Strategy.
We got a new Uno for Christmas. It spits the cards at you if you're not quick enough.
I've played Uno Attack before.
Yeah. It's stressful.
It's great. It's much better than the Hello Kitty Uno games.
Haven't played that one.
They changed the rules up when you have Hello Kitty. It's weird.
What do you say instead of Uno?
Well, you play Uno, but you have all these Hello Kitty things, and like certain cards mean certain things in Hello Kitty. Like
when you have one left, meow.
Maybe that's what you say.
Okay.
I should probably check that out.
Yeah, bring that in.
I think we still have it. We might still have it, but like we played it so much, it's pretty much ruined it now. Battleship is a new one too. I'm a champ. Well,
that's not a new game.
Thank you, Massimo. And thank you to both Mr. Harris and Mr. Oyster for taking time out of your day to be part of our podcast. Well, this wraps up this episode of our podcast. On behalf of our student podcasters, Mr. Harris and Mr. Oyster, we thank you for watching.